You say we're raising the loneliest generation right now. What do you mean when you say that? And more importantly, what can we do about it?
Yes, and we are raising the absolute loneliest generation as generations go on. So Gen Zs, which is that 9 to 24 years old right now, they are the loneliest. They have the highest rates of loneliness, the highest rates of anxiety and depression. And I think a lot of this has to do with they were raised on social media, and the interaction is very different, right? So I did not have to deal with Facebook and Instagram and all of these ways that we're engaging and comparing. And so you're seeing all of these things in real life. You're comparing yourself to people. You're seeing what you're left out of. And so it's so important to really identify how these things are affecting us, because clearly the trends are showing that this is problematic.
I mean, big time. You make such a good point that for those of us that obviously I'm not an X, Y, or Zer, but we grew up totally differently. We interacted, we communicated in a totally different way. Most of it was in person or on the phone, and not texting or email, social media, those type of things. When you think about it, for the Zers who grew up in a totally different way, I mean, I think it just sets you up for socializing, being socially active, makes it more difficult, and at the same time makes you lonely. So, I mean, I think the studies are there. There are risks to being lonely, correct, Rachel?
Yes, and it's an interesting thing because there's so much physicality to emotional trauma and having social anxiety. People have anxiety attacks that make them feel like they're having a heart attack. They go to the ER, but it's also there's long-term risks. There's risks to loneliness. We've found that it can be as damaging as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. It can be as damaging as people who are, having those anxiety attacks and those heart challenges. So it really does have this physical impact, this health impact on something that's emotional.
So, Rachel, I mean, we have to differentiate true social anxiety from just being basically a little introverted personality. I mean, being a little introverted isn't necessarily all bad. Is that correct?
No, and introversion is a personality trait. It's a part of who they are, and social anxiety is an actual disorder. It's a challenge. So even if you like to spend time alone, even if you need time to recoup after being in an engaging environment with extroverted personalities, it doesn't necessarily mean you have social anxiety. So there is a big differentiation there.